Mr. Bill.
Yes, Mr. Townsend.
I have purchased us a new vehicle.
Uh-oh.
Now, this car does not currently run.
Okay.
That's all I'll tell you, but you can ask questions to get more information.
4, 6, or 8 cylinders?
6.
Is it automatic or manual?
It is a manual.
Is it turboed?
No.
No turbo. Okay, naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive or front-wheel drive?
Front-wheel drive.
Is it a 2 or 4-door?
4-door.
Hatchback?
No.
Sedan?
Yes. Although the price is cheap, this is not a car that I want to destroy. I like it. I like the car. And I think the paint might not be great, but the body looks pretty straight. So I have no interest in wrecking this. I do have interest in putting it through its paces, but I think we should do a drag race, a track race, maybe 0 to 60, 60 to 0, you know, because I think this thing's cool.
Is it 90s or 2000s?
90s. What do you think we're going to get? If you had to guess.
You said it would have been a competitor to the E30 or E36. And so the first thing that pops to my mind, which I kind of doubt it is, but it would be really cool if it was a 190E Mercedes. That was a direct competitor.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good guess.
That would be a super sweet car, though. If you found one of those for $750, you should also probably play the lottery.
Yeah, so let's not get your hopes up too high.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so what year exactly?
I suppose that's reasonable. 94.
It's 94, and it weighs, I think he says 3,100.
3,100. It's green. Is that how? No.
My knowledge of front-wheel drive V6 American cars is basically 0.
At a risk of giving that away completely, the engine manufacturer is not the same as the car manufacturer. So somebody in the comments probably got it from that one.
Somebody in the comments probably does have it. I'll be watching the video and I'll comment. Have you already known the answer? Cheating. The one guess I threw out there, when I have nothing to back it up with, is like when Yamaha likes to pair with random people to build engines.
Yeah.
But I can't think of any V6s off the top of my head that were front-wheel drive.
This car, and this model of this car, is in the early scenes of the first Santa Claus, the Tim Allen one. He gave it away with his comments earlier.
Oh, really? Oh, about the engine manufacturer?
Right.
Oh, so that is right.
It's a Yamaha engine.
It is a Yamaha engine. Wow. Go me. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Here's an odd one. How would another Christmas movie that has this car in it?
Another Christmas movie.
Yeah. It's true. It's not the right model of the car.
But it is the car.
It is the car. Christmas Vacation. How about the original RoboCop? This shows you how non-special this car is.
No idea. Well, I'm stumped, but we'll have to just see.
Alright, so I'm currently backing up to the car that Anthony has not seen yet. Nor have you guys.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'm stupid. It was a Taurus SHO. I should have realized that. I am familiar with this car.
Yeah, and you guessed the engine make.
I know, and that kills me too.
Yeah.
Kirby, if you ever see this video, you can laugh at me, because...
Kirby, who I don't know, but we will make sure you see this video. To me, like, I've wanted to put one of these engines in something else because they're just such a cool engine.
They are.
Yeah. I mean, this is the reason to want this engine, this car. And a manual trans in it, too. I mean, that's what makes it so damn cool.
I feel really stupid now.
Well, we're here about 2 minutes down the road. We need snacks to continue. But I think we should at least try and jump it off. Battery seems quite low. And,
Well, that could also be that incredibly loose lead.
I mean, there could be a lot going on here, right? So, Let's see what happens. The car is in 5th gear. Here's what we're gonna try and do. We're just gonna pull it forward with the winch. I'm gonna loosen the rear chain. I wanna see if the tires would turn. If it skids the tires, the engine's seized.
Oh, true.
If it turns, engine's not seized, and we have something else. So,
Okay. Hopefully we see some wheel movement.
engine is not seized.
Hell yeah.
Thank God. That was enough of a test here. All right. Here we are. It's the morning after the purchase. What you want to do when you're buying a new project vehicle is you want to make sure and pick it up in the dark of night. Don't bring a flashlight. Don't pop the hood. Definitely don't drive it. And here she is in all her glory. Now we got to find out what we really got. I am not a tow truck driver. I use this ramp truck for our projects, and I may have made a mistake. Last night, and being in a rush, I went ahead and threw the old chain on back here on a control arm, not realizing it was a very flimsy sheet metal one-sided deal. Let's see if I can get you guys a view of it there and what happened. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, that was dumb on my part. I'm going to start with getting her to crank. So here's what we know. The battery is low. I tried to jump it last night just off the ramp truck's winch battery. It did not crank, but the battery on it, I don't know. I'm really hopeful. We'll just put her on the charger. Maybe it's got a bad alternator. Maybe it's a bad battery. I hear the fuel pump running. I haven't checked for fuel pressure, but I want to hear her crank. All in all, the body, not too bad. I mean, paint's rough. There's a dent on the door. I dig the exhaust outlet location look, but the piping is kind of weak. So I think we'll have some changes to that in the future. Old man, what you doing?
Oh, putting a battery in an old car.
Oh, you
This
mean
is-
a sporty sedan.
Sporty SHO 1994, 5-speed manual with a Yamaha 24 valve dual overhead cam motor in it.
I didn't even tell you about the awesome ventilated radiator yet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we're gonna need a new one of those. But
Oh yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
has oh, that's nice. I like that. It's an easy fill.
am I ready to try and start this thing?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's wrong with our car? Could it be a battery? Yeah. How about now? All right.
Well,
It sounded better than it did last night in the sense it sort of tried. Something be funny about this situation.
got juice now.
Yeah.
I just reconnected them. They were connected.
Yeah. Would you say you did it wrong, or would you say you did it incorrectly?
I never do anything wrong. It's just not always right.
I love it. All right, so we're getting up here in voltage. We're at 12.5 now. So I think the Humvee did try and kill that battery. So
Probably.
let's see what she does now. Okay, that didn't go well. Oh no. 0.42 volts. We got multiple batteries involved here. I'm guessing the starter is bad and drawing too much current or something. I would have thought it would start with like 12 volts, but we want to give it the best shot we got here. I have a bad feeling this engine probably has a weirdly placed starter that's hard to get to, because I have no idea where it'd be. Back in it. Temp number like 7 with only adding battery power. Okay, everything's turned on. I get the fuel pump. Ooh. Actually cranked after a couple clicky clicks. Is it possible that there's something in a cylinder, like fuel or water or something? All right, so what we're doing here is removing a spark plug. Because there's a bunch of possibilities what's going on here, but one is there's like water or oil. This is wet in here. Let's see here so I can see myself. So it's wet. Doesn't look like water. Looks just like fuel, maybe. You know, you can have an injector that sticks and pumps tons of fuel in a cylinder. You can have all kinds of things. But when an engine's hydro-locked, it'll act kind of similar to what this one's doing now. I don't think that's what's going on here, but I don't know. Oh, smokies. I definitely pissed off the starter or something, which is not surprising considering how much I was abusing it just then. Well, based on where the smoke came out and the terrible smell is, I'm guessing the starter's down here. Why don't you give me a can of brake clean and some air. I'll just make sure these cylinders are cleared out. There's nothing in them. And then I'll put the plugs back in. We'll straighten the back, roll it off, move the ramp truck, and we'll roll it down the hill and try and roll start it. And then we'll pull it back up when it doesn't work. So there's our bent control arm. It's a little hard to see, but what we got is a winch cable on it. We're trying to straighten it at least a little bit so we can get this thing off the ramp truck. So cord this remote here, smooth it up, and try and get it roughly straight. If it doesn't just break in two, but that's possible as well. Well, that sounds fantastic. Oh wow. Well, so far so good. I'm just not sure how much more. The winch is not very controllable. So I think we need to go a tiny bit more. So, all right, everybody, will it break? That looks pretty good. Let's release it. Huh. All right, fixed.
Damn, Junior.
You know, custom alignments at Towns of Racing.
And it's moving on its own. Don't know that it's got power yet, but it's moving. There it goes. It started. Can you believe that? It is running. Oh, it died.
All right, well, that didn't go well. It ran for a second and then it seized and legit seized. So, oh, I don't know. There could be more to this story than I was told on why it died originally. All right, update time. Things are getting serious. Engine is seized. It wasn't, it ran, but it doesn't want to crank. We pulled all the plugs, didn't find anything weird. Starter is still doing nothing, which could be a starter problem. Bill is currently removing the accessory belt. Well, this is removing the battery tray.
Battery tray so we can get to it all.
I'm going to get under here and try and break it, well, break it loose. Try and see what happens when I try and turn it. I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on. There's a harmonic balancer. And there's no plugs in this. So it shouldn't be like that. Yeah, this is not a good thing. Something is wrong. It had a terrible squealing sound that at the time I assumed was a belt. But now I'm thinking was maybe a bearing.
Yep. She ain't looking good, Captain.
Well,
Yep.
not a seized engine.
Nope.
That's sad. Oh, what a bummer, man. So my SHO ownership is going poorly. Let's jack it up a little higher and put a jack stand under that side. I just want to slide under and see what it would take to get an oil pan off in place. So what we're talking about doing here is try to just find the seized bearing, rod or main, and replace it. But if it's spun in position, the crank can be severely damaged, the block can be severely damaged, and this engine can be junkola.
Don't see any specks or any shiny
No
stuff.
sparkles, nothing.
Oh, I see some going in there now.
Yeah, I think
There we go.
Oh yeah, look here.
Yep, there it is.
There
Yep,
it is.
there's the
That's
bearing.
Bearing, yep.
Yep.
Sure enough.
So it does got a bad bearing.
Yeah,
Yep, all that good copper.
bummer.
Yep. All right, so now we know. We got to pull the pan and hope like hell that we didn't ruin a crank or.
Yeah. Then also, why did it lose oil pressure? So we run it without oil? No, done. I was feeling all optimistic about it. Yeah, you can see, guys,
Yeah.
everything in there.
There it is, in all its glory. Yep. Next time you see it, it'll be running and driving
No.
for the most part.
Next time you see it, you'll probably be under it and I'll be upset because the crank's bad and the block's ruined.
All right. So the moral of the story is, when you buy a project, it's usually a project. All right. Well, folks.
Signing out for now.
Yep. We'll see you on the next video.